Hey guys, it's Constance with Charming Custom Crafts, and I'm here with day 5 of Family Memories for November share. This is from a swap from I think a year and a half ago, might have been 2 years ago, and I hadn't had a chance to get around to it. And I want to say at least I know certain ones. I know Adele was involved, Tammy was involved, Bailey was involved, Whitney was involved, Cindy was involved, Renee was involved, Sherry was involved, Nicole was involved, Aswinina, I'm probably saying your name wrong, it's my surprise girl from Arizona. Demi was involved, and I was involved, and I might be missing somebody else. I will post a link below, 2 links, of the swap and individual pieces. I finally got to finish it because I finally broke down and got the paper pack, but of course I got it on sale. So deal with me because this is probably very long because of how big it is, but I'll post a lot of this stuff below, the 2 links, so it makes it easier. So I actually have it sitting up, and deal with me because it is dark. I had to take my son to a doctor's appointment, and it took most of my day to finish this because I add a lot to it. So here is the Immortal Love Swap mini album. It was an actual swap. What we did is every person just chose what they were going to do. We had pages, embellishment, stick pins, envelopes, tags, all kinds of stuff, but you still had to put it together and finish it your way. If they did not have the Immortal Love Swap package, or 6x6, 8x8, or 12x12, it just had to be black, white, and red. So I'll leave it at that. I'll try to remember who did what, but I can't guarantee that. But just putting a shout out to those ladies. Okay, so I'm going to try. So the front of this is all mine. The front and the back is completely mine. And I put a crown up in there with some bling. I don't know where that centerpiece came from. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it. So, I don't know. I find things, I stick them up. So I put some ribbon flowers, so you can see the ribbon and flower. And then I know that one stick pin with the white top is Bailey's. I'm not quite sure who did the butterfly. I know I did quite a few, so I don't remember which ones were mine. And if mine were part of this, I do know that some of my stuff is here, but I don't know. So I'm just going to show you exactly what I've done this time, because I know there's a few things that I can say on the other stuff. So I used the flower paper, and I cut it. Each one of the pages were 6x6, so I cut the chipboard at 6.5 by 6.5, and then the papers at 7.5 by 7.5, so that I didn't do the fold in. I do want to point out the edges all have book corners, and then they have the metal embellishment. I don't know if you can see there. On top of that with some roses, and I did put embroidered black lace around it, some pearl springs, the darker roses like they were wilting, and the brighter roses. Then there's a fabric rose there, and then I put some gems down on the crown, and of course I got some Sprite. Oh, I give up. It's been a long day. Okay, so on the side I have the Kiss ribbon, I have zigzag ribbon, I have the fringe twine, and I got yarn, and then the twine and black and white, and then black or white. But I also have, and I have to put this thing sideways because it's so big it actually has to sit up. I did put a charm to it if I can find it. I put the charm together. I have this beautiful heart, and it says honey, and then 2 charms at the bottom. So I didn't want to put too much. This thing was already about more than half the size of the book. So I also put sparkly ribbon. I want to make sure I got it down in there. I got some rope twine in there. Needs to tie that a little tighter. There are 5, and I probably didn't have to do that. I put 5 rings in it to better support it. So I'm going to try to set it up because it actually will sit up. See if you can see it. This is not one of the ones, and this is just what everybody did. And then, like I said, I did the front and back on another page, and then I put some other stuff in here. So to the ladies that did do this, please note that I mixed and matched everything to where it would fit in this particular album. I told my daughter she can give this to her boyfriend for his birthday this month, but I don't know if she will. If not, I'm going to keep it, I think. So I'm going to get into this. And here's the front inside page. And this one I actually completely did the back. Though this is Bailey's. I think it's Bailey's. And it's got a belly ribbon so you can put some stuff underneath it, and it's a feather. And then I'm pretty sure that this is Bailey, because Bailey does origami sometimes. But they come apart, and you'd have to see the video and the links below. But there's two, they look like envelopes, but they open up for a love letter, and they go into the pocket. I'm probably just going to stick this stuff aside because it's going to be too hard to go through it. And I don't know who did this one, but this is fabric adhesive, ribbon, and then black gems and half black pearls, and then some written paper, and then floral paper, and some more ribbon. Now this piece I put on, it says heart to heart, and I can show you, this looks so big. I kept it open on this side so if you can see my nail down in it, so you can put a photo in that area. I think Whitney did this one. And on this side, and you'll see some flat stickers, and I'll show you that I bought shortly after I got, we did the swap, and it was so perfect I couldn't wait to use it. This I think is Bailey's. Whoever did the other pearl or stick pins put this and styrofoam behind it and stuck them down in there, so I didn't want to lose it because this is part of the pack. So I used it as an embellishment, and I used the stick pin to hold back the moon, which flips open so you can put a picture here or whatever you want here. And if you see, because I used a stick pin to hold it back, it says Sweet Taste of Love. That was a sticker I added. You'll see little pieces, ladies, if you've been watching, or if you look at the links below of what I've added. This is in the shape of a heart. I did this page, I went with the words, and I needed something for the back, and you'll see. I went with the words. Let me see if I can show you a little bit. There you go. And then I put a tag on it that says perfect, and I put some of those really cool, and they're Immortal type stickers. They're just poofy, but the colors coordinate. And then I use what I had left over at the top to pocket it, and I pocket that down first, then I pocket it up, left over from the back. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know who did everything. I don't think I did this. I don't know who did this one. It might have been Nicole. I'm not quite sure. But I did add a rose to it. If you guys can see this, this is that velvet type, you know, zebra paper. And then there's like a cream, and then there's like a white, and both sparkly. And then there's a little pocket here with a brad and trim at the top. Let me put that in. Again, and I added some bling mesh to just about everything. I tried to make sure everything had bling. And then there's another page here that I did the back of. It's the same page. And then I added some bling. And then it says up here, Our Love is Forever. Again, the colors, if you can see it better, it's nice. It all coordinates together. And then there's another origami love letter. I added the embellishment that somebody punched out. I don't even know if I did that, because I don't know, ladies, because I know I have that punch. And then I put a little bit of bling here, and then the rose to go with it, but I'll give you an example of how this works. This just opens up, and it just completely opens up to a love letter. Again, if you guys want to see the whole thing, I'll put the links in down below. I don't want to mess this up. Not very good to do one-handed. So Bailey did this really incredible flip out, flip up, flip out page, and I could not fit this in here, and I'd already discussed it with her that I had to cut it up to put it in here, and she was okay with it. So this was one of the flip outs, and I trimmed it down. And again, if you notice right here, it's a little metal embellishment, and it's open from the middle to the left out. That is from here or here, so that you can put a picture or whatnot down in there. And then I added bling mesh to her page that she did. This is one of her flip outs. I think Tammy did this. I don't know. I did add another flower to it. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, you'd have to go back to that video. It's been a long time. Okay, so this is a special page. This is, like I said, one of those pages that Bailey did flip out, flip outs, flip ends. And I had to move things around for everybody to make this work. And these, she did photo quarter tags on each one of these from the paper set, and it goes right down in this pocket. And then on this side, I know Nicole did this. I know for sure Nicole did that. And you can, well, her name's on it, but I know Nicole did it. So she decorated that. I added the little flower at the top to cover up the hole. If you notice, she actually did, see if I can get it, the sparkly ribbon at the top, which was really cool. I added the little spring around the back, and it's so you can hold on to it. It's a brad bud. So I took the flowers, I don't know who made them. I added some bling and a button that some came, some didn't. And then another stick pin and another rose. And then I put in metal embellishments that says way to go. And the bling mesh. Even with all this, if I were to sit and make the full thing by myself, it would have taken me days. It still took me over 6 hours today. And I think Adele did this. I'm pretty sure Adele did. But I added, if you can probably see the colors better now that they match. Eternally Yours, and then bling on both sides, and I added bling mesh to it. And she did like the iron gate top. And before it, and she did put the flowers on. And then this is a puffy, when I say puffy, it's pop dotted up, this heart. Let me see if I can pull it up a little better. And she embossed it, and she did the photo corners. And then I stuck a stick pin, I don't know if you can see it, a stick pin, a rose ribbon, and I put an owl on it, since the owls are out at night. Now, she did this really cool pocket tag. I don't know if I can pull it. Okay. I actually had to trim it down for it to fit in right for my album, but that's the tree scene. That bothered me that I had to do that, but that leaves room for like either journaling with a white gel pen, and you can see that it's embossed. Either with a white gel pen, white chalk marker, or she can write on the front with red. But I have to make sure this goes down in here, guys. Okay, we're already at 12 minutes. I told you it's going to be a while. Hopefully I can get it all up. Okay, so here's the back of the page that was done, and I added the flowers that was in the pack, and then I added extra flowers, and then I added the pieces in the middle, and the bling won't kind of stay on here. That's alright, it can go off to the side. Then I added the metal love piece and believe. Added this. I added some stickers to this pull-out that Bailey made so she can write a love letter. Or add pictures, I'm sorry. Now this was also part of Bailey's. Now, I'm pretty sure, like I said, that was Adele's. Sorry guys, it's getting cold. So this is a belly ribbon. This was part of Bailey's page. That I know because this is another one of her little love pockets. And then I added the metal embellishment that says wish. And then her tag fit down in there perfectly. And she put all the little doodads and stuff on it. I'm just going to leave it. I'll get to it. But you can put plenty of stuff in addition to that tag behind it. I'm trying to think, because I know that there's other places. Yeah. Okay. So here's the back of that. Now I'm going to take these tags out. If it'll come out. I had to make it tighter. Okay. I had to make it tighter because it was too loose, the belly band. So I added some more of the flowers. And then I put a button and some little little red paper flowers. And I don't remember who did this one, but it is with the spider web embossing and punch. I think it's EK. With the rose paper, it says for you, and on the back, I added some bling to the embossed spider webs. So that's that tag. And then here's another one from Bailey. So I don't know who did the paper hearts. These are doilies. I don't know who did the hearts, but let me show you what I did, because she already has the photo corners in here for you. So I ended up gluing majority of this down, and somebody sent a tag So I took the rest, put another sticker on from the Immortal sticker stack that's not unofficially Immortal. An Immortal love stack. And then I took 2 of the hearts, I glued them together on it. I go from coughing to yawning. Look at that. And this has the rose papers. And again, I'm sorry, but what I did is I pocketed it. I'm trying to hold on to the end of this to where it goes in. Doggone it. There it goes. Well, it sits better. It sits like that. So that's that one. And then I don't know, once again, who did this page, but what they did is they tore the page and burned it, and they did the same thing to this writing. This, I'm pretty sure Bailey did. But again, I don't know. I added Sweet Love sticker to that, and I added a button because she's got some hanging pearls, and I sold a bunch of them, so I know a lot of the ladies have that in the lace that I sold. I don't sell it anymore, but she put a collector's card in each one. So the Immortal Love Pack is about Twilight. Yeah, Twilight. So she put one in each one of them. And then if you flip it over, this was just a regular back. And because I had to cut Bailey's apart and I needed something to go on here, I took the one piece from Bailey's, so I still had a photo corner. And it says, "Look after my heart, I've left it with you." So it's a metallic sheen, like charcoal color. And I added the flower, 3 paper flowers, a stick pen. And again, this is a mix and match of everybody's work, including mine, all the ladies that I mentioned. You just had to put it together your way and add to it to where it was yours. But I added this. This was one of their, I don't know, it was sticky before. I don't know who did it, but I went ahead and I trimmed that down, added a flower to cover the hole. And then this sticker says Love Bites. And I put the Love Bites there because I don't know who did the coffin. I don't remember. But the coffin's like one of my favorite pieces. It's so cool. So there's the coffin tag. But again, the way that this is set up, this used to be one of her flips, but now you can put a photo in this corner, you can put a photo there, you can put extra photos there. All of them have the twine, or fuzzy twine, whatever. All kinds of stuff. So I'm just going to keep going because I don't want to keep making this any longer than I have to. I'm hoping to stay under 20. So this person, I believe Whitney, this was Whitney, she put all the bling mesh spiral swirls all over the place, and then she used, like, I believe that was a cupcake wrapper, and then put this big beautiful piece of heart. See, now I go for a coffin. Yeah, I don't know what it is type. This, I don't know if that's stone or not. I'm pretty sure it is. And then I added the flower ribbon, and then the best here, the metal embellishment, and then whoever did the stick pin, I added that in. But again, this is in a heart shape. And then if you flip it over, everybody's is mix and match in here, so I added bling mesh to the edge of it. This is that beaded embellished paper. I added a little rose ribbon here, and then it says life here. I love how they did the lace because it makes it look like a funeral. And then, I don't know, this might have been Nicole too. I don't remember, so don't quote me, ladies. I'm sorry. Again, I'll put the links in below. You can see exactly who did what. And then there's a little charm in there, and it's a belly ribbon. Just so you know that, that's a belly ribbon. And I add gems to the corner. So I'm going to keep going here. I added a rose up at the top of that one too. Okay, so this is again part of Bailey's one big piece that she did. And I was trying to figure out how to work it with Bailey's because it's a reason why I had to go so close to the side. That's another reason why I have 5 pieces. So I added bling mesh here. There's a pocket actually between the tag here and the top piece so that there's more that I can put in here. I went ahead and added the chandelier, or the candelabra in silver. It's really cool. And then the stick pin that was part of the swap, and then the flower, and then I added more buttons and bling. But I couldn't do it the way Bailey originally wanted, so I made sure it was adhered down here And Tammy sent an incredible tag, but it's huge. So I'm going to show you, it's huge. So I wasn't quite sure, so it worked with doing Bailey's that way. And let's see if we can read it here. His kiss is sweet, his words is kind, his love is rich to me. I could not in a place find a truer heart than he. Thomas Osborne Davis. So she used the paper, almost exact, well, it is exact same paper I used on the back. It must have been Tammy who did the hearts, because there's a heart up in here. And then she put the little ribbon here, the flat back pearl, and the lace here. And then it's red on the back to do as you wish. So that actually slides back up through here. It's the only thing I could figure out. And then we're almost at the end here. And then there's a pocket, not sure who did it, but I had another stick pin down here. This super like rubbery soft, like silicone soft. I like it. And then I added bling mesh here, bling mesh there. Added, these were already here. I added friends here. Added the center to that. And I believe this is one of my tags, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got glue on it, or tape on it. So I put another chandelier there. I know this is one of the ones I did. And then I added the heart back here, but I left it open here so you can use that for a photo corner. And I did the same thing with the butterfly. So it's stuck. It goes in. Goes in the pocket. I think I got it. Trying. Okay, so it goes in the pocket, but I also left it open in the back to add more. Now this was a pretty cool piece, and again, I'm not quite sure who did it, but they did it to where it's like double layer, and then there's the fleur on it, and then a double layered flower with a bling, and then a stick pin, and a little bit of Kremlin here. And then they use the embossed paper, and you think it's just that, but it's not. It actually flips open. And there's a tag here, 2 tags over there that I added the flowers to, and some of the embellishments of the stickers. I'll try to make sure I can get a better in pictures so you guys can see a better look to it. And then I did the back page. I did a pocket. And this is the paper that I showed you in the front. And then one of Bailey's tags. And it says, I couldn't dream. If I could dream at all, it would be about you. So, and it's got photo corners. You can use both sides. And then again, I used the actual book corners. I crimped those on. And then, and I used it, I think a lot of this is 7 Gypsy stuff that I used. And then again, I have the detail pieces in here. I tried to make sure, these are decorative photo corners, to make sure that they are sturdier. And then I put the same flowers the opposite direction from the back to the front. And then added some more of the embroidered lace. Let's see if I can get a better look at that. Beautiful, huh? And then I just put a crest here. I had tons of them, so I wanted to put something on the back that was cool, kind of like Dracula. So there it is. I will post as many pictures as I can. Hopefully they're a little more clear. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being patient.